All right, greetings once again, fellow traders. This is Michael Storm, also known as Robin Hood, and coming to you again with a Forex market update. And today is the 27th of January. We are talking about Thursday. I'm a day late. I think I missed one last week. Pretty sure. Can't remember what happened, but I'm pretty sure I missed a update for you. Today, I'd like to go over a few things with you. Don't really know what to title this, but got just a couple of really interesting points, and I'm hoping that you can get some value out of this. I can teach you something. First off, I want to talk about Forex position sizing. Oh boy, I got the news guy running. Let me think. I'll probably have to shut him down. Hold on 1 minute. Where's that button? There we go. Got rid of him. Okay, Forex position sizing. Like, what size are you shooting around? Let's talk about that. I quickly drew up something, and I'll just bring it down from my monitor and bring it into view. Hopefully you guys can see this. Better size this because it's actually the wrong size. Can't fit it all. Okay, this is my plan. This is my idea. I think this is pretty good for a beginner trader. So this is what we're going to talk about. I think if you do this, that you'd probably be okay. Starting off with, let's say, a beginner account, like a $5,000 account. Now, as a beginner, how many pairs are you going to trade, right? Maybe 5, maybe 10 at the most, right? But you wouldn't start off there. So as a beginner trader, you're going to start, maybe you'll watch, all 6 monitors or 8 monitors, whatever, you have going. Maybe you don't have 8 monitors or 6 monitors and you can't watch 36 pairs at once. You can always get a TV, a big, whomping 4K 55-inch TV. You could do that and put all 36 charts on it. You'll be able to see. If it's running at 4K, you're going to be able to see all the pairs. It may not be exactly the same size as mine. This over here, if you look at my total view, this is roughly the size of my charts on all 6 monitors. Yeah, that's right. I'm down to 6. I don't have 8 anymore. 2 of them have blown out. But I'm managing. It isn't easy, to trade with only 6 monitors. It's not simple. But I can still fit my 36 charts. Okay, so that's all that's important. So number 1, you definitely want your screen real estate. And I've got many videos out there on that, talking about that, how important that is. If you are just trading off of a cell phone or a laptop or a single screen, you're making a massive mistake. You just don't know it. You really cannot see. You're actually as blind as a bat and you can't see it and you don't know it. But that's the thing. You could be unaware that you're unaware. And I'm telling you, the minute that you go to 6 monitors and 36 charts, or the minute you decide that you're worth it, and you finally decide, by golly, I'm worth it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to buy myself a $389 4K 55-inch television and run it to my computer so I can see the market. The minute you make that decision, you literally go from darkness into light. It might only take a month. It might take 2. But eventually you're going to see that you have moved from darkness to light. So let's get back on track. Talk about the position sizing. So with a 5,000 account, let's say you are like me and unfortunately only trading 200 to 1. And you can't get 3 or 4 or 500 to 1. Well, whatever. You still need to do this for safety reasons. Maybe 5 pairs to start, and slowly over the course of, 3 months, 6 months, maybe you can move yourself up to 10 pairs, but I don't think I'd go beyond that if I were you. Now, how long does it take to double it? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? Or does it take you a year? You see, that's the key. You don't know how, right now, or I don't know how much time you have to put into trading. But if you've got 5 hours a day to trade and you're focused well and you're doing a good job, you should be able to pull about 1.67% per day. On average, some days will be better, some days will be lower. But if you can manage that 1.67% a day, you double in 3 months. Now, if you can't manage that, and all you can manage is something like, I don't know, 1.2 or 1.4% in a whole day, you know, that's going to take you like 4 months, 5 months, and longer. If you're down to 1%, I think we're at 6 months. Kind of the math fails me right now. And if you can't even clear 1% a day, well, it's really going to take you some time. Maybe it'll take you a year to double your account. I don't know. So this is the starter point, and everybody can choose what you want to do, but I am suggesting for beginners, this would be the way to go. The beginner should start at a trade size per bullet fired, okay, that starts at 0.01, and slowly over time you can move that up to maybe 0.02, but perhaps around the $6,000 mark, okay? If you do this, if you take my advice, you're going to be 3 times undersized. Now, being undersized is called safety. We get a black swan every year? Every 14 months? I mean, you know, there's always a black swan out there lurking around. You know, it's roughly every year or so. Something comes along and it is a real butt kicker. You do not want to blow out and watch all your hard work. You know, you went from $5,000 to $10,000. You've got all cocky and upped your size. You know, you said, well, screw this. I don't want to make just a couple $100 a day. I want to make $1,000 a day. So I'm going to trade at 0.1. And, you know, you're full size at a 10,000 account trading at 0.1 per bullet. You're at full sized. And if something comes along and whacks you hard, you could blow that thing up. And that isn't cool. So let's say this right here, that my cursor, I hope you can see it, is moving around. This is your beginner, right? And then let's drop down. So whatever time that is, 3 months, 5, 6, a year, whatever. It doesn't matter how many months or how long. You're not in a race with me or anybody else in the world. You are in a race with yourself. Then you get to the point of a $10,000 account. Your double one is complete. I would consider you at that point an intermediate trader, especially if you've got a lot of screen time in. You've actively watched your charts, and you know you've done a good job of monitoring trades throughout the day. You know, at that point, maybe you can go all the way up to 10 pairs. And as you grow throughout the next double, maybe you can move up to 15 pairs. But I would say that's the max. You know, you can watch 36, but you don't have to touch them all, okay? Hopefully, your next double is going to be less time than your first, right? And I'm suggesting a trade size at that point in time of 0.03 per every bullet that you fire. And slowly over time, you can move it up. Maybe when you're around the 16,000 mark, maybe you can move it up to 0.04. Now, that's just a little bit over 3 times when you're starting, okay, to 4 times undersized. You've got more pairs, right? You're upping your pairs, so you're upping your margin in use, so you need to have a little more modicum of safety, in my humble opinion. I think safe is better than being wild, okay? And some people might be thinking, oh my God, how am I going to make any money at 0.01? Just you know what? I wasn't going to bring it in right now. I'm just going to go ahead and bring it in right now. What the hell? Here we go. This is, oh, I did block it. Okay. Just making sure. So this is my new account that I reset every year at the beginning of the year. Now, look over here. Well, actually, I did this a little bit before Christmas, okay? It takes time to move money from, Cash App to Bitcoin to, to fund your account, whatever. It takes time. There's only so much that you're allowed to do per week or, whatever. And so I saw those restrictions. And so I did this pre-Christmas. It was maybe a couple of days before Christmas time. So you look down here at the A pips. This is the adjusted pips, where we adjust it to a Euro pip or to an Australia pip, okay? And when I started pre-Christmas, I only took a couple of trades, right? Just a few trades here and there. I just saw some good setups. I was like, I'll do a little bit. And then I watched between Christmas and New Year's, and I did actually place a couple of trades. They were very, very small, very little money made. So this started at the beginning of this year, I think, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago. I'm just trying to explain how this little thing works, okay? This started somewhere under 800 pips a day. And the reason it's taking so long to climb is because I think it's tracking from either the minute I opened my account or maybe the minute I started trading it. I'm actually not sure. I don't know. So I went from under 800 pips a day. Now it says I'm averaging 947 per day. Okay. But if you look over here and you look at the pip counter right here, the adjusted pips, today I pulled 2,177. Yesterday I pulled 1,000 whatever. The day before that was almost 3,000. Well, not quite, 2,900 almost. And last Monday, 1,700 pips. So this is soaring. Okay, this is climbing higher and higher and higher. But this over here, it's not, because it's taking the time to catch up to the average. But anyway, that's not important. What is important is, well, some people count by pips, okay, and some people don't like that, and they would rather count by percentage growth per day. And maybe some of you are saying, no way, I can't pull 1.67% a day. Well, right there, you can see I pulled 1.76 on Monday. Tuesday was way over 1.67. I mean, it was almost double. I did 3 point whatever. Wednesday did 1.85, and today did 2.78. And there's my score for the year is 32%. We're not quite at 1 month now. And score for all time, because remember it was pre-Christmas, is 43%. So, I don't know, whatever this is. This is like 32 trading days, and I'm kind of getting near the 50% mark. Maybe another week. Well, I don't know. Could be another week. Let's see, 8, 9. Yeah, probably another week. I should be at like 50%. Okay, so anyway, the only reason I'm showing this, I mean, this is like actively what we do in our trade room every day. You know, we do a top-down analysis, go over all the charts, figure out what we're buying, what we're selling, and then we actively engage. Okay, we are actively trading. So when you're looking at this little thing over here, and I'm suggesting, baby, right, 0.01, and you're laughing at me saying, oh, no way I can make any money. Look, how wise is it to be a retread? And by that, I mean to just be a player. You're not really a real trader. You're just a player, okay? You're on your cell phone. You don't have any time to trade. And you're just going to go crazy, right? You're going to take your little 300 account, your little 500 account. You're going to try and swing a half of a lot. Do you have any idea how big you are trading when you try to swing a half a lot on a $500 account or a $1,000 account? And what if it doesn't work? Your trade, your one trade of the day, you're going to bet it all on Seabiscuit, right? You're going to set a stop and set a target and walk away because you're only wanting to trade 5 minutes a day, like a baby. You're going to take an awful lot of stops because the market maker is going to gun for your stops. They're basically going to kill you. I don't know if you realize that, but the trader myth is that you're going to go up against the sharpest, brightest minds in the world that have 6 monitors or 8. They are pros. They are bank traders. They have more money than you'll ever have, access to billions. They see your account, and they absolutely see your size and what you're doing and where your stop is. And you think that you're going to trade 5 or 10 minutes a day and kick their ass. That's so cute. You're going to blow out is what you're going to do. So if you don't want to be like the 95% that lose their butt over and over and over again, and that's what they're counting on. You see, they want you to put $200, $300, $500 in an account and blow it out. And then they want you to do it again and again and again and play around for years until you get so disgusted, you walk away and you give up, you throw in the towel, you say, trading just isn't for me. Well, you didn't really do it right. Okay, so I'm telling you, 6 monitors or 8 monitors or a big 55-inch TV as a monitor is the number one tool that you need. Then active screen time. Then trading like a baby. Learn how to take 77 cents over here and 85 cents over there. And you can laugh at me all you want and say, I don't have time for that. Well, in 5 hours a day, you don't have time to make $291, $193, $329. You don't have time. You don't have time to pull 43% in 5 weeks. You don't have time to make $3,455 on a little $8,000 account. You don't have time for that, huh? Well, I mean, who likes money? Money is like ugly. It's all dirty. You know what I mean? Let's get rid of it. Let's just toss it away to the market makers. Sounds wonderful to me. So if you want a better plan, I'm trying to give it to you. So I'd hope that you would be receptive. So why don't you try and open up a little bit and be receptive, okay? You learn how to trade at 0.01 and how to take $1 and do it over and over and over again. Okay? And learn how to take $2. And every once in a while you make $5, right? And you go, whoa, hey, 50 pip trade. Yeah, just moved in my direction. I got $5. Mm-hmm. Can you hear the excitement? Okay, but if you do this and it takes you 3 to 6 months and you get an account double under your belt, you're going to feel pretty good. Now, over here, we move on. We got the 10,000 account. How long does it take to double that? If you're working hard, but don't you want your size to drop a little bit? Go 4 times under. 4 times under size. Let's talk about the next one. And get over here. 20,000 account. Double number 2 is complete. I think if you double your account twice, and I don't know, let's say it took you a year to double your account 2 times, I think you could call yourself a pro. Maybe you're not, but let's just go ahead and do it. Let's pat yourself on the back. You got 2 doubles under your belt. I mean, most traders never make it there, right? So how would it feel if you pull 5 to 10 and then you pull 10 to 20 and you got 2 doubles under and you've got a year? And that's 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day. I don't know what you're going to put in. And all of a sudden, you consider yourself a pro trader. I think you could move all the way up to 20 pairs. 20 maximum. Try not to pass that because it gets pretty darn hard to manage that, okay? It's really dependent on you how fast this all happens. Hopefully it's faster than the first 2 times. Should your trade size be moving up to 0.05? Per bullet. No more than 10 bullets on any pair. Right? 4 times undersized. More pairs, you need more safety net. And let's really cut to the chase. You're working hard, years go by, and you're at 100,000. What if you moved your size to 5 times under and only traded at 0.20? When your account hits 200 grand, you want to trade 6 times under. More safety, because the account's growing big. You don't mess with this kind of money. right? 0.33. You don't keep kicking it up, no, you go down, okay? 400,000 account, 0.50 per bullet fired. No more than 10 on any currency pair, right? I mean, you're going to be actively managing at this point. You're really definitely moving into pro territory. How about 7 times under? It's more than 7, but 0.5 is greater than 7 times under. And on $1 million account, you've worked for years, you've doubled and doubled and doubled, and you got a ton of them under your belt, and you worked for years. What if you just, did not pass a full standard? You're 10 times undersized. Doesn't it make more sense to keep on dropping down for more safety? Because you don't trade $1 million account the same way you start off trading a $5,000 account. And some people are so crazy that they'll trade a $500 account with half standards, quarter lots, full lots possibly. That's a little crazy, but I'm just trying to save you from trouble, and I think that this is a fairly decent plan. I had a long talk with my trade room about this the other day, and I thought it was a good plan, and everybody agreed. I have one girl with me. I won't reveal her name, but she's been with me, I think, 8 months, or maybe today was 9 months. She listened to every word, always in the live room, always trading with me. 5 hours a day, she's going at it. She is, listen, guys, she is trading at a bullet size right now of 0.17 and clearing 900 a day. Every day. At 0.17 in 5 hours. Okay? 900 a day. Do the math. Add it up. Times that out by, 240 or 250 trading days in a year, and figure out what that's worth. That is a huge salary for 5 hours a day. And she's trading at 0.17. And she did it all in just 8 months, 9 months, whatever it is with me. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of our chat. Another recurring theme in our trade room for the last month or two has been where we have chatted about the initial entry, and we call that point A, where we come up with a trade idea. And then we have a target in mind, and we call that point Z, the finished level. Okay? All right, so I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to screen snap here so I can draw, and I just find it easier. Here we go. I'm going to bring this in. Now, many, 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 many days ago, somewhere, I don't remember exactly where it was, but I'll pick a spot. Maybe it was here. Way back then, I think, we came up with an idea to be short on the US dollar ZAR. And our original goal was to get the thing down here. Okay? We were watching the 200. We knew that it would be creeping its way up. And so we put this little line in, and that was our actual target. Okay, but that was then, way back here. And this is now. So it's much different. I don't simply get one idea and stick with it come hell or high water. If I can see that over time, things are changing, right? So each day that we worked on this trade, right, we would short and short and short some more, right? I mean, we're just doing a lot of shorting. And whenever we get our falls, like this, or this, we are, to coin the term, waxing on and waxing off. So we're loading up our shorts in here, okay? And then when it tanks like mad, we're scaling out and waxing off. But it does not mean for us, maybe for you, but not for me, it does not mean that the trade is over. I go right back to looking again, trying to find entries. So remember, this is a daily time frame right now. And we're looking for entries on, 4-hour charts, 1-hour charts, 15-minute charts, whatever we can find. We're looking for entries. We want to see it pop, pop, pop like crazy so we can short it, so that we can mix with patience. So we short and we cover the dip. We short and we cover dips. We short like mad for days and days on end. We ain't got no money in the bank. What a bummer. The trade jerked us around for a long time. And as it comes down, we're scaling out. Okay? Last time we shorted it was somewhere over here at my final circle. And just the other day when we were down here, precisely at that level, we were completely gone. Totally changed our mind and said, forget it, we ain't going there. Well, look, I don't know. Maybe we will. maybe we will still go there, okay? But over here, I was long. I only wanted it long. When it burst like crazy, we were out. When it dropped, we got long again. And when it burst like mad, we got out. Now, anybody can just point at a chart, right? And that's the funny thing. Some people say, or at least I've had this before. Some people say, well, anybody can point at a chart and claim that they did this and claim that they did that. And what proof do you have? And blah, blah, blah. Okay. What you might not really be considering is that you're not the only person watching this video. Okay. I got a trade room with I don't know how many people. My business partner knows, not me. I don't even look at that anymore. But it could be somewhere between, 70 to 100 people, maybe, in my trade room. These people are my friends. We trade all day together, every day. Sure, people come and go, and not everybody is always there all the time. But, I am not a liar. And if I did lie, okay, think about it. I'd have like 50, 80, 100, whatever people would watch this video that are in my trade room with me, and they'd say, you liar. They'd say, Mike, that's not so. You did not do this. You didn't call it short on those days, and you didn't hold it to there, and you're so full of poop. And they'd all just blast me, right? I can't be putting out garbage on Twitter and saying, I did this, I did that. And everybody's like, yeah, right. My trade group would call me out and completely say, you're full of malarkey. Okay, so I don't know if you're considering that or not, but, there's my answer to those of you that are skeptical and say, I don't believe it. Well, maybe you don't believe it because you just haven't opened your mind up, to what is possible. And maybe it's because you ain't actively trading. I don't know. But here's those days in question. All right, now take a look at the days. All right, what does the journey look like? Our original idea was somewhere over here to short it. And I'm just going to use my pip counter. We gave up on that. I'm sorry, my cursor. We gave up on that the other day, right around here. So it says 43 days. Okay. Now from the absolute high up here to the absolute low right there is 13,000 pips. But it took 43 days to get there. Please remember that. All right? So, first off, the swing trader that gets short up here and holds for here, look what that person must endure. Watch. Oh my God, I'm swimming in profits. They're all gone. Oh man, I'm back to profits again. Oh my God, they're all gone. I have no more profits anymore. Oh, I'm swimming in profits. And I gave up 90% of them, 80%. All my profits vanished. Is that fun? I don't really like that idea. You trade any way you want, but I'm not a swing trader that grabs it here and gets out there and wants to boast about how I put one trade on and I held it for, 43 days, whatever it is, 40 days, and I made, 13,000 pips. I mean, that's some great bragging rights. You can go on Twitter and act like you're the king of all, but that sucks. Okay? So let's go back to the 4 hour and let's kind of open our eyes a little bit, huh? Look at all the wild gyrations. You don't want any of this? Are you serious? Okay, I get in here. Now remember, this 4 hour chart here. I get in over here and I see it crash and burn like that and start showing me 15-minute buy signals, hourly buy signals. Baby, I'm out. You got to be kidding me. And I don't magically short the top. I never claim to. Okay, I don't magically short the top and I don't magically get out at the bottom. And I didn't magically make, 2,966 pips and click out right there. Because I never catch the top and I never catch the bottom. But in this 2,900 and something pips, that took days to happen. I'm telling you, I trade it every day. 2, 3, 4 times a day, whatever I can get my hands on. I am short up here, and I'm out down here. I'm re-shorting up here, and I'm re-out somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I'm not capturing tops. I'm not capturing bottoms, so I ain't trying to, blow smoke up your hiney. But, do I add to a losing position? All the time. And I'm very thankful for it. Thank you very much. Because I am scaling in, waxing on, and waxing off. What's wrong now? I can't get this to... Hold on. trying to size this up so I can get it on screen so you can see it better. This is me shorting. This is me getting out. I'm shorting. I'm out. I'm really out. I'm shorting. I'm mega out. Shorting and out. And shorting and out. Shorting and shorting and shorting and shorting forever. And I'm scaling out and out and out. I've got the goal in my mind, right? So I see this open up. I know what this is. We teach this in our room better than the guy that built it. We're getting short, and we are definitely holding for great lows, and we are out. Did we flip long on this trade? A couple times. It wasn't very often, but occasionally we would go long. And you can see there were some great up moves. So I'm an equal opportunity employer. I buy it sometimes. But when it goes like that, I can tell you what, I'm shorting again. Out, shorting, and out. And I flipped along in here. Now, as you probably know, and I'm not telling you anything that, is new. I'm sure you know about this, but everything is a bull and everything is a bear at some point. I mean, stuff gets overdone. Let's face it. This was really overdone and a great place to get long, and that was a mighty snapback. This over here was a great place to get long. I took a little, and I took more longs over here, and when I saw that, I was definitely out. Over here, I did buy, and I added to a losing position, thankfully, okay, because I was keeping my eyes not only on the market, okay, all of the market, all 36 charts that matter, but in addition to that, not just the dollar index, but everything, okay, absolutely everything. I was thankful for these extra pullbacks because I saw the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, etc. And scaling in down here, right? Pulling out there. Scaling in down here. Pulling off down there. Right? There's so much more. I mean, I know it's very in-depth. I don't want to overload you. I'm already at, oh my God. I'm already at 34-minute mark, so probably taxed your brain out at this point. But if you want to learn more, all right, about this. We have a video course, honest to God, it's like 100 videos long, designed to teach you from beginner to intermediate to expert pro trader in one gigantic fell swoop. If I had to charge for this course, which I don't, it's free. It's yours free. Just join the room and it's pow, you get it. It's probably thousands. I mean, I'd probably have to charge somewhere between $3,000 to $5,000. It's far superior to anything that's out there that I know of, and a heck of an education. And not only do we give you that, 100 videos designed to bring you to full swing real quick, depending on how much input you're going to do, if you're going to actually watch them or not. We also pound the learning into your head every single day without fail. About an hour and a half live top-down analysis that we do. And we look at everything, analyze everything, and find out what is the hot trade of the day. Where's it going? What's our idea? How are we going to work it? And then when we're done with that top-down, we do it live, on screen, actively work those trades. And just constantly in and out, in and out. And as you saw earlier when I was showing you my trade score, just with 0.01s and 0.02s going on, are literally managing several $100s a day, all in 5 hours. It's not bad. I mean, you can't beat it. There's other jobs out there that ain't going to pay you that. I mean, you could do a lot worse. Some jobs, I don't know, what is minimum wage? I'm not even sure. It depends on which state you're in, but I'll choose my state. I think we're somewhere around $12 an hour, maybe. Oh, Jesus, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, well, some states, if you're gonna make $12 an hour, hey, you're gonna make $100 a day. So what would you rather do? Go work a job for $100 a day? Or would you rather learn a skill for life that you can start out making, $50 or $100 a day, but over the course of 8 months, you could be like one of my roomies who's up to 0.17 and making a $900 daily average. See? I mean, Forex is great. I'm not trying to sell you, but it really is great, especially if you've got the time. If you can handle 5 hours a day to learn this skill, what other guru do you know of that will literally hold your hand and teach you like mad all day long? I mean, I won't just teach you in the morning. I'll teach you all day. And the pips are yours to keep for free, whether it's 1,000 pips a day or 2,000 pips a day. It's all yours. You just got to follow along. Well, God, I really have blown this video up. 38 minutes. Holy mackerel. I'll give you one more quick example, and this one's really not pretty, too. I went over this with my roomies again today, as a matter of fact. Right here was our initial start point where we were purchasers. It did go 4,000 something pips in a few days, but we didn't stop. We bought it every single day, and especially over here. Now look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, right? And we still got no money in the bank. We're long. We ain't making nothing. I mean, it's just bleh, right? And then it starts to go, and we are literally buying and selling all the way up. We hit our target, not today, but yesterday. Right here, this was yesterday. We're out. The trade was finally over for us. I'm still long-minded, but I'm not really liking where we are on the charts at the moment. So this trade was an 18-day process, and you might be looking at it and saying, it only moved 4,000 pips. Yeah, it only moved 4,000 pips. But look at this. Initial, right? There's a couple thousand. A reload. There's another few thousand. A reload right there. There's a few thousand more. Reloaded over here. And that was like 4. I add that all up. That is 10,000 pips just in the first few days. We did not stop. We bought every dip we could get our hands on. Some of the moves were okay, and some of them were not. But the good ones, 1,200, 1,300, 2,000 pips, 1,800 pips, and 2,600. I think the last time I bought it was somewhere down here, and that's another 2,000 something pips. Now, I'm not going to trouble you with it, but we literally counted it today in my live room, and we saw that there was approximately 30,000 available pips in 18 days. Did I make 30,000 pips? Well, yeah, great. I'd love to lie to you and tell you, yeah, I bought at every bottom and sold at every top like a genius. Top ticked it. No. Okay, so I didn't make 30,000 pips. I can tell you that that's a fact. But I probably made 15 or 20. Now remember, on MXN, it's not the same. Okay, it doesn't count that way. My adjusted pips will adjust this. So if I'm making some ripping 2,000 pip move and I'm clicking out for 2,000 pips, it does not say that on my pip counter. Okay, it puts it down to reality. What is an adjusted pip, right? But over the last 18 days, some of the money that I've made was on this. All right, so point A, think about that as you're moving through your trading days, right? Think about point A, your initial entry, point C, your final target, and how long is it going to take you? And when you're clicking out of a trade, are you done? I mean, do you just give up and that is the end? Or do you go back to trying to do it again? Well, since I've made a ridiculous mess of this video, and now I'm at 42 minutes, I'll just show you one more. This CAD Swiss, we were short up here. Our target was legitimately there, where you see that black line. See the four little spikes there. That was resistance, 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 and bam! It said no, you're not, and it went straight up. So we were short over here, and we did get out there. Took a couple days. When it went back again, we did short it again, and it took a few days to fall. When we landed at our target, we bought right there and promptly suffered some small drawdown because nobody's a trading god, and I couldn't see that we were going to drop that far. I'm just being honest, okay? So yeah, I was down like, 28 pips. But 28 pips on a little baby piece doesn't hurt me. Okay? It just really, literally does not hurt. And over the course of all these days, came up very nicely. I exited somewhere up here. I think I might have actually reloaded here yesterday, but I'm not sure. And if I did, I am really sure I'm out because I don't have any. Absolutely no, I don't. And in my account, I know that I'm currently not long or short. I don't have any of it. So, this really helps a lot, in my humble opinion, being a good trader by looking at all of the charts. A good trader looks daily first, 4 hour comes second, 1 hour comes next, and just keeps on dropping down the time frames, looking for the entries somewhere in this 1 minute, in this 5 minute, in this 15 minute. That's where I take my entries. They're up here and these charts, but they're based on what these charts are doing. So I hope this video was helpful. I don't know. I hope it wasn't confusing. We did cover a lot of ground, a lot of different subjects, I realize. If you would like to learn how to start making, 500 to 1,000 and more pips per day, open your eyes to a new way of trading. I've got 22 years trading, 12 years teaching. I've trained about, I think, 1,800 people in 12 years. And you could always gamble. I'm not a gambler. You could always gamble 1 month, okay, and see, gee, is this guy any good? Does he know what the hell he's talking about? Sure talks a lot, maybe he's good, maybe he's not. I don't know. How am I supposed to tell? I can't tell. We actually have a special. I'm trying to search for that right now, where you can get our trade room for a stupid price. And I do mean stupid. It is really like $49 instead of the regular price that we charge. And can't seem to locate that right now, but it's probably on my Twitter feed somewhere. See if I can locate it real quick. I know some of you might be interested, maybe not. It is a very good deal, and you don't have to spend a lot of money, rather than to spend full price. You could just gamble $50 and say, okay, well, maybe. Maybe he's good. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. I'll try him out. I'll try him out for 1 month and see, if this big talker is any good. There it is. The Trading Mentor. 5 stars, Forex Peace Army. You got 4 days left. 5 hours. $49. Okay? You come in, give us a shot, and see in 1 month if you're willing to put the time in and learn. If you don't have the time, please don't. Okay? Honest to God, I do not need your money. If you don't have the time, please don't do it. Please. But if you have the time and if you have the passion and you really want to learn, there it is. You type that little sucker right there into your web browser, hit enter, come join us, check us out for a month, and then we hope you'll stay for the pips and for the teaching. Because, a new career, it doesn't just... it's not like being a doctor, right? I'm not asking you to go to school for 8 years, okay? No. It's not like becoming a lawyer. I'm not asking you to go to school for 4 years, all right? It's not like becoming an accountant. I am not asking you to go to school for 2 years, okay? But trading takes a little time to teach. It might take 3 months, 6 months, or a year. It just depends on what you're willing to put in. Smart people that really work their butts off will get it kind of quick. Our trader Rumi friend there that is all the way up to 0.17 and she's pulling 900 a day. You think it bothers her to pay me 50 cents an hour? 50 cents an hour. Is it going to kill her to pay me 50 cents? She's making 900 a day, right? I don't think it's going to kill her to pay me 50 cents an hour. So hopefully, you give us a try. Maybe you'll find out we're a good fit. And maybe you'll stay. I don't know. But I do wish you well. Whatever you do, I wish you well. And if you're a great trader and, you don't need any help, then, so be it. That's good. I'm glad. And your system, if your system works, that's good. And if you've learned anything at all from this today, and you like the video somewhat, even a little bit, maybe do us a favor and help us out with the algorithm and just give it a little like, okay? Because I have no control over that. I can't pump the YouTube algorithm. The thing is, it only works one way. It works off of likes or shares or comments. So you want to leave us a comment, feel free. You want to give us a like or a thumbs up or share it somewhere, do that if you think it'll help somebody else. We'd appreciate it very much. And we'll see you on the next video. Oh my God, 50 minutes. So bad. Bad boy. I promise next time I will try really hard not to yap with you for 50 minutes. But if you made it this far, thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful trading week. God bless, and see you next week.